Hey guys, I'm inside on the first sunny day of the year on a Saturday because I'm a slave to social media now. And I thought, while I'm here, I might as well do a track breakdown of Catherine Wheel. I've got Indy with me, who is being a little brat because she just wants to be outside. She wants to sunbathe, and unfortunately, she has to be inside with me while I do a track breakdown of Catherine Wheel. Hi, here we are. I told you she's going to be really annoying today. I genuinely might have to pause this intro and go and take her for a walk and then come back and start again. Who knows? So I love this song so much. And it's been a real labor of love. And you can see, 130 tracks? Quite a big session. Yeah, Jesus, quite a big session. Which is very on brand for me. For those of you who aren't like producers or who are just watching this because you're interested in me and the song, I will try and keep things as basic as possible, but also I'm going to bring you into the process. Great opening, love it. So I started this song with the guitar, the baritone that's doing this. This is the verses. And I can teach you how to keep me safe if that's what you want. I love this tone so much. It's really simple. It's just my baritone, which I don't think is in here, it's somewhere else, going through a very minimal setup, just like a little bit of crunch, and some chorus going in, and then I've put this plugin on it. This is the Lossy, which essentially just degrades the quality of the sound, because that's what's popular now. It is when you record things at high fidelity and then make them sound worse. And so I've only got a tiny little bit on it, actually. You can hear, if I up it, how the quality gets worse. I'll bring it back to 10%, which is where I had it. And it's just there to bring you in, to like just draw you into the sonic world. And the other way that I've done that to double that up is I've put these little feedback loops on it. So this is literally, actually, hang on, let me just loop that around. So this is me. I think I'm just tapping on the strings like this. And oh no, I'm doing harmonics and stuff. And I've got this little, it's the same pedals and everything. I think I just had I did like the main take and then I did this underneath it to create more atmosphere. And I think I'm literally just tapping on the resonant frequencies on the frets to get some harmonics out that you can hear every now and then. And then I've put that through my tape machine, fed it back into the session to sit underneath this guy. It's very nice. It's just lovely. It's like coming home. It's my favorite thing when music and the sonic landscape makes you feel like you've come home to something, that you're safe, you're right in the middle. When I started this album, my mecca, my true north was I wanted all the music to feel here, and I wanted the voice to sit right in your fucking head. And this was like the first time I really gave that a go. And so you've got the guitars, got a little organelle, which is like one of these things. Organelle, doing some twiddly bits that, again, just like sweeping flutterings, murmurings of birds flying around, all that kind of stuff. While the vocal, I know a little about a lot of just things, like an axe right here. I can teach you how to keep me safe if that's what you want. And a great trick to help with getting your vocals nice and centered, have a lead that is set, or that have I centered actually? I put a little bit of width on it. I might have done. Did I put? No, it's Pure Play, RVox. Culture Vulture. I know a little. Great trick to be doing that. And a great trick to do that with your lead vocals, if you want them to just like sit right in the middle, is you put one in the middle, and then what I've done actually, I've only doubled it with one. There's one double on the just slightly panned left.
I know a little about a lot of things
that I've tuned and formatted down to make it sound deeper with this guy, the little old boy. I am a firm believer that the music industry was changed at South by Southwest in 2015 or 16 when Sound Toys were giving the little altar boy this plugin away for free. And I think that changed modern music and electronic music forever. Genuinely believe that.
I know a little about
So this is just sitting in the left.
And I can teach you how to keep me safe.
A little bit of verb on it somewhere. Is it just dry? I think it's just dry, isn't it? Yeah, it's completely dry. And then the vocal, right down the middle, no panning, straight in the center. There's a bit of I've got the Culture Vulture on it, which is a little saturator, and then I've reamped the lead in a room. Sent that through a Marshall amp in my mum and dad's kitchen. Over a year ago, re-recorded that, put that back into the project. So the three of those three tones kind of sit and complement each other, but also kind of fuck with each other a little bit. And you get
I went away and it was getting late.
Just this bed.
But the night was coming on,
and there's subtle width and focus center.
Shadows in the distance.
It's great. Storytelling. I'm telling you a story. I want you to listen to it. That with all the guitars and everything.
I know a little about a lot of things.
Lovely. I'm genuinely very proud of the production on this one. Again, like I'm kind of not that interested in making, in like going out of my way to structure sounds and curate, sculpt sounds that have like never been heard before. Only because I don't know how much storytelling there is in doing that. For me, it's a lot more about I've spent so much time writing the song, getting the song right, that what I wanted to do, especially with this record, is just, like I said, create a bed for the song to rest. And there are really interesting sounds on it because you discover new things, like that feedback guitar, the baritone. That's fucking great. That sounds amazing. And the warble of it through my tape machine. And I literally, as it was going through, and my reel-to-reel was playing, I would tap it to get those little moments of like stopping and starting and then little shaky bits. You can't really hear. Yes, you can hear it a bit. We fuck around and we find out. So those are the verses. I'll just kind of take you through section by section. So those OOs, that is similar to the guitar. That is me. It's me, it's Gio and Tamzine, Gio Jordan and Tamzine, who have been amazing collaborators on this album, who have been doing backing vocals on so many of the songs. They came with me to Devon when I spent a long time. I just spent a long time in Devon, got like a month or so in a big empty space with my friends, and it was really lovely. And we just recorded a bunch of stuff, and we did a lot of the backing vocals for this here. So I did a similar thing with the backing vocals on this that I did with the guitar, to create that width, to get that like room tone. You just play them what you want to sound like it's in a room. You play it in a room and stick a microphone in the room and record what the room sounds like when you're playing something in it. Yeah, so that's just me, Gio and Tam, singing around a microphone. I've then sent that into that kitchen through the Marshall amp, re-recorded it again, put it back in. So you get that like amp sound, that distortion, that crunch, but you also get the reflection of a room that isn't treated, that's not sound treated, and a kitchen that's got so many reflective surfaces and, you know, tables and tiled floors and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and it sounds like this. So nice. Just sounds so mysterious and far away. Same with that, the do whatever you feels. Set me on fire. Yeah, it's big. So I did so much of the recording for this last year, right, in Devon. And then came back here into my studio here to turn it into the song. So the drums and everything I did here, and that was literally just me sitting in that room with my drum kit that was not properly mic'd up, not properly recorded, because I did it myself. I knew where I wanted width, and I wanted width in my guitars, and my basses are quite loud and the vocals are quite spread out. And I knew it's this thing that I learned from Jackknife Lee, who I worked with on Love, Death and Dancing. He would talk so much about lateral moments, right? I do a lot of my music is it's not, yeah, it's like horizontal. There's width and space. It moves on a plane, right? And what I needed were just lateral moments where the audience's ear, where my ear as a producer, where you can focus and you kind of get tripped up by something and it kind of takes your attention because it asks for it. And so like a big thing that I do, a lot of the lateral moments on this album are in the drums. That's just my floor tom with a little tea towel over it. Record your drums dry as fuck. So I'm just editing this track breakdown, and it's a little longer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to break it up into a few episodes. That was episode 1. I'll put episode 2 up soon. Don't know when, but stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it when it comes out, and also go and pre-order Pillars because you can do that right now. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.